Hey guys, so I was informed today that something big was going on with Horizon Worlds. I don't know exactly what. I'm unable to find any official announcements, but I've heard that there were rumblings on LinkedIn. I'm seeing it out in the Facebook groups that Horizon Worlds released all of their worlds on 2D. Everything that I seem to find on that says that this stuff was available 2 years ago. I'm even finding setup videos from 2 years ago, but I figured for anyone who might want to know from scratch how to get into this, I'm doing this for the first time today as well. So I figured I would just show you the process of what I've learned today. So first thing you want to do is you want to go to meta.com/quest/setup. You want to scroll down, so the page is going to look like this when it loads in. And anybody who owns a Quest will probably recognize this page at some point. If you scroll down, you're going to be able to download software here, and that's just going to bring you that's just going to download an executable app for you to install the PC app for Oculus. This is typically what the home page of the PC app looks like for the Quest. So if you may or may not see that Meta Horizons is one of the main tiles. If it's not, you can just search for it in the store and then click Get, and then you would choose an install location if you have more than one drive to save to. It is important that you know where it installs, because if I click Start right now to launch this, watch what happens. I'm going to get an error, and it's going to say that I'm not currently in VR. So we have a workaround for how to get this launched so that you can go ahead and enter right here without having to put your headset on. So I'll close this warning. If you go into your settings and general, you will see your library locations. If you click edit, it will show you where your primary apps are installed. So I only have 3 apps installed. I do know that Horizons is one of them, and it's on my E drive under the Oculus folder. So if I pull up my E drive and I open up the Oculus folder, you will see that I have a folder for software, and under here these are the 3 apps I have installed. So Horizons is one of them. You'll open that folder, and this here is your executable, your application. So you would double click to launch this in order to get into the game and get around the VR requirements. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now you will notice the bottom part of my taskbar here is full of shortcuts, because once I had Horizons launched and it was open, I just right clicked on this icon and pinned it to my taskbar. I just found that it made things simpler so that if I want to launch it without having to go in, I could. So I'm not going to move around too much in here because I am going to block out my friends list. But in order to get this window to open, you would just hit your tab key. So if I hit tab, let's see if it goes away. Tab makes it go away, and tab makes it reopen. And this is it. This is how you would navigate Horizon Worlds. You would use your mouse to, to nod and to look left and right. You would use your tab key to open and close this menu. You would navigate forward with the W key, backwards with the S key, left and right with A and D. So it's your standard keyboard commands. The only thing you won't see in here, and if you do a slow scroll here on your wheel, I'm sorry for my shaky hands here, you'll notice that there are no live events, and that's something I believe because they are DRM protected by Horizon themselves, just to avoid screen capturing those. But why don't we navigate to one of my favorite places? So I go to locations, and up the top here I go to my bookmarks, and I often like to visit this thing called a ball factory, and I like to go into a private instance. So I'm going to click view details, click the 3 dots, and launch a closed session. There are some issues with being able to click items the way you would on a standard PC game. A lot of times that little white dot in the center of your screen would allow you to point and click to a clickable item and click on it. I'm just going to go check and see what my position is up here. Alright, and again, I am moving around with the keyboard by pressing W to move forward, and then I'm looking left and right and moving around by moving my actual mouse. So I'm going to back into this teleporter. Well, it's not a teleporter, but it's a lifter, just because when it comes time to get off my floor, I'm going to use my keys to jump forward. Okay. And let's just see if I have anything. So I only have enough money to buy something worth about 4 million. So in order to click that, I noticed like I can't put my mouse on it like that and left click it. Like nothing seems to work. If you find any keyboard shortcuts, feel free to let me know, but I have not found any. So the easiest way I have found is to just approach it, and then you can jump with your space bar. And a lot of times that will depress the button for me. So let's see if I missed it. Yeah, there we go. So I depressed the button because I stood on it, and now my ball count's gone up to 7, and yeah. So I can go back over here, and I'm gonna back into this, and take this elevator back downstairs. But again, it works just like Horizon Worlds does. You just gotta get used to the controls. You know, and then obviously you would have to control your microphone, and if people could hear you. You can't do a party chat, you can't edit your avatar, you can do the avatar edit, and there's my count, it went up by 2. You can do an edit on your avatar in the app now. They have fixed it so that your phone app will allow you to edit your avatar, but if I just hit my tab key to open up my menu and I try to edit my avatar using any of the menus here, it won't allow me. But I can change, you know, my name tag, I can change, you know, all other kinds of things in here, and I can mostly travel to almost all of the worlds that I usually visit using just the keyboard and the mouse, and I do travel by private sessions so that you know, I don't have to worry about unwanted visitors. So anyway, it was just a way for a workaround if you guys are interested in using Horizons on a 2D client, like on a flat PC. You do have the option to do it. If it's not news to you, great. It's just nothing that I had ever done before, so I thought it was worth sharing. Oh, and the other thing is, once your mouse is in here, so let me just hit tab to get rid of this. Once your mouse is in here, you can't click out to get out of here. So if you hit Alt Tab on your keyboard, it'll bring up another window so that you can move your mouse up to the corner and close out. That is the way that you would close out of this, is hit the X in the upper corner. And then you would close out of the app entirely and just be back on your Oculus PC app for the one that's on the computer. That's it.